Part 6, alright, so, we got some money that needs to be spent. Chrome Alley. Let's go get some chrome. And, more specifically, let's go get some BioWare. Show me those services, boy. Cyberware. Hell yes. So I will tell you guys that BioWare generally has the lower essence cost for more, but they're so expensive on the money side, and your money is very finite. I cannot emphasize that enough with you guys. Your money is finite. I'm gonna go ahead and get a data jack while I'm here, because I'm gonna get a smart link weapon, so I'll have the data jack as my headpiece. And basic cyber leg. So yeah, it's okay to buy this tech. Alright, so you know, now that I don't have enough money, I can illustrate the example again. Alright, so say I get this body essence. Where is it? This really high essence cost body essence, right? If I purchase this, it's 1.5. And then I'm just like, oh, now I'm at 0 because that was all of my essence. Well, I installed it already, so oh no. But what you can do is, see how this dermal plating is 1.3 and it's a body? So you take this. Oh wait, that's skin. Shit. Well, we'll just pretend that it's lower. Yeah, that this is body instead of skin. So you put this on and you exchange it. Now you'll have a 0.2 floating essence cost that you can only spend during that surgery. If I say replace this with that 1.5 with a 1.3, and then I just confirm and I'm done, then, and I don't spend that floating 0.25, that floating 0.25 is lost in translation. That you don't get anymore. Magnetic vision, brain, head, cyber weapon. So, there are data jacks that you can use for your, eyes, hands, which takes an arm slot, and other things, but I'm gonna take this quickness and ranged combat cyberware. I explained it in a previous episode, but, you know, somebody might have only just joined on this episode and they're trying to figure out why, or they don't understand it. Like, right now, there's, this 1.0 essence cost 3% chance to hit. There's an upgrade later on that's 6%, but say if I buy this right now, because I want better chances to hit, okay, now I have that, and I'm at 4.5 essence. Well, later on, when I upgrade it to the 6 essence cost, and it's only, I'm sorry, not the 6 essence cost, the 6 accuracy, the essence cost of that is 0.5. So then, at that time, I could install the data jack, and use that extra floating 0.5 during that surgery, and my essence will still be fine. It'll still be the same it is right now. It'll still be 4.5. If I put in that upgrade for 0.5 essence cost over the eyes, so it costs less, I can put in the data jack now. Even if I was at completely 0 essence left over. Don't be afraid to use Chrome, if you're not a mage. But yeah, I'm gonna get the data jack so we can use smart link weapons. Goodbye, Ambrose. Thanks for the Chrome. Interact. Alright, so, the Taipo Museum. We can interact with that. Or, we can go to the Wujing Sky Tower. Or the Repulse Bay Hotel. I figured maybe the Repulse Bay Hotel would be pretty good to go to. Get some information on Neville Ma. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. We're gonna take Gaichu for this mission. Isobel, you're great. And, we're either gonna take Duncan, Donut, or Gobbet. Well, Gaichu will take quite a high amount of damage. Skills. Gonna... Hit points, 50. Oh, look at that chunk of HP. I don't know, Duncan. What's your rifle skill? Oh, Duncan's rifle skill is now 3. Yes, that means he has full auto now, which is great. You know what? We're going to fight Neville Ma. I think we're going to take Duncan, because we need that combative expertise. And his assault rifle is really fucking good. We're going to use... Yeah, Duncan's coming with us. Alright, we're good to go. Inventory. We don't need to sort anything out. We're good. Let's go. Repulse Bay. Exit stage left. I had such a good breakfast today. Pancakes, sausage, egg. We got Itchy, Isobel, Gaichu. Gaichu has a revive. We ought to give this revive to Duncan. Isobel's our medic. For now. She probably has the highest biotech. Duncan. Take the... Oh. I have to drag it over manually. There we go. He's got a cap of 30, so... Alright. He's good. We've got 5 in quickness, 5 in ranged combat, so most weapons we should be able to use. But just in case, let's bump that up to 6. So now we have the Overwatch skill. Our life is 45. Strength for some dialogue options. Intelligence. And 3 for some dialogue options. Willpower, we don't have much of that. But biotech being in 2, we can see the enemy's HP now, without Ractor present. Which is a pretty nice luxury. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, we got some dialogue here.
Exit stage left was the first mission I designed at Harebrained Schemes, and the mandate was generally make something small that you can iterate on quickly, and it should be one of the smaller side missions. I was like, all right, well, what places do I like in real life in Hong Kong? Well, I really like Repulse Bay because it reminds me of Hollywood with all of the attendant douchebags. I know, let's send Shadowrunners to a party put on by Hong Kong's version of Hollywood. This couldn't possibly go wrong. And the connection to the reveal in that mission is basically due to the fact that I've played a lot of Vampire the Masquerade and I love terrible vampire concepts. Like, people who should not under any circumstance be a vampire.
And just to our friends at White Wolf, that Vampire the Masquerade is not a terrible vampire concept.
But people who get inducted into the Sabbat and happen to be like burger flippers have no place being vampires, and that's what makes them awesome.
Yes.
So the idea was, I really wanted to bring back some characters from a tabletop Hong Kong game that I ran in about 2002 to 2003.
Nerd.
And one of them was Dr. Shen Yang, who was played by my very good friend Bill, who sticks in my mind as like one of the more insane characters that I've ever seen in a game. So I was like, all right, this has to be a job for Dr. Shen Yang. You've got to go to this party because he can't go. But there should be this implication that maybe he caused the problem in the first place because he's really not as good of a producer, but a much more ruthless producer than his rival.
I wrote some of the dialogue for Dr. Shen Yang, and Tyler described him to me as an Asian Danny DeVito.
Accurate.
That whole character of Shen Yang was sold on the description of the handshake that you have with him.
Yeah.
That's everything.
The moist, boneless, limpy hand. That you should. It repulsed me physically when I read it, and I was like, "This character's amazing."
An uncomfortably flaccid handshake.
First of all, anytime in a game you could use the word flaccid, you got something going on.
I got to use the words flaccid and boneless ham in the same paragraph.
And that's really why you go to school, you know?
Yeah.
Andrew is also responsible for solving the problem that became kind of a recurring gag with Gaichu, which is how do you take Gaichu to places where you're not overtly murdering people, because he is very visibly not human and there's a bounty on ghouls in Shadowrun. And Andrew's response was, well, it's movie stars, right? Let's put them in makeup. Here, I'll just cook up some TV show concepts, like Chop Chop Chef.
Yeah.
Like, these are all genius. Holy crap, I want to see these shows.
Yeah. Just really quick, Andrew, what was the theme for Chop Chop Chef?
It was Chomp Chomp Kitchen, and it was a ghoul celebrity chef who killed and ate other celebrity chefs. But Gaichu then chimed in and said, but only the uptight ones, I have a code.
We gotta get to Heidi Klum with this idea.
Well, that's something that we went back to in Isabel's mission as well, where everyone just assumes that he's cosplaying. And it's sort of. There's one of two ways you can play that, trying to take a ghoul that obviously does not belong in a social situation and put him in one. You could either have everyone scream and attack or run away, or you could play it as a joke and go the other direction. And I think it's more fun to
Well, it's the human reaction, right?
Yeah.
The human reaction to most things in shock is bewilderment and not fear. It's like, huh?
I don't understand this.
Yeah,
exactly.
I gotta give Spencer a call out too for the awesome rooftop tile set.
Absolutely.
Because nothing says awesome like having a kung fu fight with a vampire in a rooftop garden
Damn right.
at a party.
Well, but then Tristan also gets a lot of credit too for having the parallax backdrop of the city
where
of
you
Hong
can
Kong
see
below,
Hong Kong down below, all
which
the
is
other
really important.
Repulse Bay resorts.
Because the only reason you know you're on a rooftop is you have the reference of the lower city below it, so that was also great to have in there.
Yeah, you want to talk about that a little bit, Spencer? You spent, I know we did a lot of iteration.
There was a lot of rooftops combined with gardens in this game, yeah, for sure. There was a lot of back and forth. I got a great concept from Chris Rogers, who was the art director at the time, and I just went with it and I ran, and it ended up being a pretty cool set, and I'm really happy with it. And yeah, like Connor said, Tristan was able to make that cool backdrop, and I think in general Shadowrun Hong Kong had a lot of really, really interesting things that we were able to do with art that we hadn't done in previous games, like the lighting and the giant facade of the walled city and the backdrop of the skyline. It's all really cool stuff. So
Buried.
yeah, very cool.
I really love the
We
process.
pushed the engine pretty close to the
Oh yeah.
So many lights.
I did a
Oh
lot
my
of things that the engine couldn't handle, just trying to push it to its breaking point, and we did several times. We
Yeah,
had to pull
success
it
on
back.
breaking. Well, that's the way you do it, right?
Pull it back, break it again.
We already hacked that shit. That waiter wants a little bit too much money. He's not a ghoul. He's an HMHVV infected person who happens to be a friend of Penelope Wong, and we have an invitation, alright? Use your head, it's not a real ghoul, he's an actor in a costume. Oh. That makeup is really good. Thank you very much. Hair and makeup worked very hard. It's a pilot. We're shopping it to the networks. Talk to my agent. He can fill you in on the details. The guard looks at me. Oh man, I want to watch that show. Look at his costume. God, it's so awesome. And who kills cooks and eats other chefs. It's called Ghoul School. It's a musical comedy about an international academy for HMHVV infected youth. Oh man, these all sound so good. Shadow Force. It's about a team of Shadowrunners who get sent to the future so they can help fight against alien invaders. Oh man! All of these shows look so goddamn good. I would actually watch one of these. Chop Kitchen. That could have Gordon Ramsay references. Chop Kitchen. Shadow Force. That. You know what? Shadow Force. The twist is that we were the aliens all along. The guard nods excitedly. Hey, that sounds really good. You know, a lot of show business types come around these parts. I'll do what I can to shop it around. Shadow Force. It has a great ring to it. Yes, we are all very proud. Oh my god, this is so fucking good. What the hell was that? You know what? Don't answer that. I'm just glad it worked. Yeah, we got the music going on. Party music. Penelope Wong. Look at Penelope. Oh, so this is Penelope. This is the woman that guy was really interested in. He's like, I need her back now! My name's Argyle. Not well, no, but we move in the same circles. I'm shocked that he's out of bed, much less hosting a party. I'll keep his secret to him, if you will. It's a shame. Rumor mill's called wind, though. Man, I like this fucking music. Club 88. That's the song. That's what this song is called. Enjoy the party, Penelope. We'll be back for you. Well, if it is... well, if it isn't Neville Ma himself. Call me Mr. Argent. If I had biotech, I'd be able to catch him on that. But, alas, I do not. Mrs. Feng, huh? Of course, Mr. Ma. We'll be back, Mr. Ma. There's another little part where you can make the chef absolutely fucking livid. If you can't get into the party, you can make him pissed. But you gotta pay up to the waiter. In which case, I don't want to because I have the skills to get through, alright? We've got the show called Shadow Force. I wonder which one of these Mickey would watch. What about you, Alistair? MS? And one of my newest subscribers, which I tagged you in the video, in which I mentioned you, alright? So one of my, previous playthrough runs of, what is it? Shit, I can't remember the game. And it was 1635 for the code. 1635. Why is it so cold in here? I can see my breath. Rows and rows of finely tailored suits, custom shoes, and various accessories fill this room. And a big-ass walk-in closet full of clothes. What is wrong with you, man? Do you usually dip into people's wine collections while illegally searching their houses? But look at that color, it's begging to be drunk. Lesson learned. Gross. He just cannot figure you out. You just start eating people's stuff. Oh god. Just one more sip. Not your vintage, I'm not surprised, but I find the aroma quite enticing. He stows the bottle in his pack. That's Moonlight Sonata! thought I told them to send in the waiter. Who the hell are you? Alright, just be straight. Yeah, I could do that. Also, I could just lose my job. Yeah, I know how that feels to cook food for an entire party of people and then somebody's like, this is peasant food. Yeah, it cost me a raise and a whole lot of face. I'll bet that bastard didn't lose a wink of sleep over it either. Give me your key fob, I'll make sure he loses sleep tonight. She's the rich wench who paid for Ma's hospital stay. Skinny, anemic thing. Never eats. All she orders is cheap red wine. First I thought it was a fling, but now I'm not so sure. Maybe you can split 'em up. I'd thank you for it. We're gonna make Neville Ma talk. Oh, I was waiting for the penthouse for it to just take me there, but I didn't register that I had to push the elevator button again. I thought it was just gonna take me up there. Oh, look at that. It's Ku Feng, the vampire. So the first turn is a neutral phase where the enemies are allowed to move to cover, just like XCOM. So with Gaichu, Metal Stance will make it so we take less damage. But I think that it's a good idea for us to go into Heaven Stance and take this guy down. If only I could select myself to come from this direction and attack here, but I can't, so we might need to attack somewhere else, maybe. You know what? Isabel, she's already in cover. Okay. You're flanked. Oh, there's a lot of enemies over there. Let's try to grenade them a couple of times. Can we proximity mine? Yes, we could. Nice. One more. Nice. Alright, that was some good damage on our enemies. Let's see if we can keep up the pressure. Let's try out our new incendiary shot. We missed, point blank. Fuck. Alright. We'll use Metal Stance to prevent him from taking too much damage. He may still get critted, but he won't die. Alright, so we got a couple of enemies moved around. Gaichu can take on quite a lot. He's very strong. Let's examine our enemy weapons here. If we take out Hu Feng, she will submit. She will forfeit. She'll even call off her lackeys too. Fuck it. Go for it, Gaichu. Oh, shit! Gaichu just got his armor damaged. as I said, Gaichu can take quite a lot of damage. He's down, but he's gonna use his Dock Wagon Trauma Kit. Alright, got yous back up. And get back into the Heaven Stance. He will take additional damage for being in the Heaven Stance, but if we knock her down, she will give up. Shit. This is it. Oh, not enough ammo? Fuck. Wow. We could kill the civilians, but I wanted to try and keep some of them alive. We are point blank with 2 characters with assault rifles ready to full auto the shit out of her. And that's the bear coming in handy. Damn, her vampiric regeneration. Well, this is what I get for trying to do this the lazy way. There's no benefit or loss to, like, killing all of her friends. Ah. Okay, well, that's it for the fight before this. The last autosave was quite a while back. Oh well. It'll be easy to just skip through all this audio shit, so. Alright, let's actually fight your characters this time. Nice, Duncan is the one who started in cover this time. Oh, by the way, we just abused a mechanic there of Gaichu. When a melee unit is striking an enemy, that enemy is now no longer able to take cover because, you know, sensibly speaking, you've got a guy punching you in the face. You can't duck down behind cover anymore. It doesn't work. Also, Ku Fang is charging at us. What the fuck? Right. Damn, she missed every shot. Damn, he missed 2. Damn, he missed 3. There we go. Good job. And Ku Fang just missed all of us. Everybody sucks at— oh, shit. We don't have enough ammo for any of this shit. Alright, well. Alright, there we go. We got a hit. Now we got the second stance of the Heaven Strike, so we can deal a lot of damage. Ku Fang. We rolled low for the crit. Gaichu's knocked out temporarily. And there goes his trauma kit. Ku Fang ran away though. We'll switch to the metal stance now. Buff his armor back up again. The metal stance made him less vulnerable. Later on, Gaichu gets an upgrade which makes it so his metal stance makes it so he cannot be hit with criticals anymore. Okay, completely out of ammo. Must reload. Duncan's gonna use one of his med kits on him. And then finish off this guy. Nope, he missed. By the way, the metal stance, you may not deal damage on your first strike. But the second stance does. Oh shit, she blocked it. Fucking Ku Feng, the combat specialist. Alright, one down. Oh! Maybe it's different in the extended edition. She still has her vampiric regeneration after like 4 turns. Before it had like run out after a couple of turns. There we go, that's the power of full auto. That's what I'm looking for. Nice. Missed an entire mag of full auto. Can we mark her? No, we can't. Get her with a nade launcher, though. Damn, missed all 5 30% chances. Ah, that was 5 60% chances in a row. Shit. She's a melee unit, so cover doesn't really matter so much. Gaichu blocked it because he was far enough away for it to not deal enough damage, and his armor was high enough. That's the result of fucking Gaichu. There we go. Now we got the second heaven stance. get 1 less AP per round for the next round. So our character's inactive, but he's not stunned. Damn. It's really hard to land that second blow of the heaven. Here we go. I got you. Finish her off with the heaven stance now. There we go. 2 hits in a row. I should probably have tried to mark her, but the chances of marking are so low right now. Yeah, missed anyways. Nice. There we go. We had to kill all of our little followers first. But we got her. I don't even know how to fight. Well, what was all of those fucking kung fu moves and shit? So this vampire's just been improvising the entire time. and we're just like, alright, let's get fucking ready! It is a bit strange though, half of the enemies that we were fighting were civilians and they weren't really all that well armed or anything. They just had us outnumbered. If you looked at their weaponry and skills, that one soldier was shooting us with a machete. And that pistol is a piece of shit. You know, in this situation, you're surrounded, you see a horrifying monster. Fucking teeth gnashing at you. You see drool and blood coming out of his mouth from all of the people you just saw him rip apart. And you just saw them put, like, 50 rounds into his chest. Bash the shit out of him with bats. You even kicked him and corroded his face yourself. And he's still looking at you, ready to slaughter you. That's Gaichu. I would be fucking terrified too. I'd be like, yeah, whatever you want. What you want? You want Doritos? You want a lifetime supply? Whatever you want, you got it. so she healed Neville Ma, and that's how he recovered from the accident. That's it. Let's talk to the people, eh? There's some special dialogue for talking to her and using Gaichu saying, hey, do this. But I wanted to make sure we got Penelope Wong fired. I couldn't remember if you did that with Gaichu, if it gave you the other option. It's one of those situations where, like, I want her to do multiple things, but I don't know if the text event is going to be one of those full commitment things where it's like, alright, do this thing, and that's literally it, nothing else ever. Now, I'm going to avoid selling more Audible pay data to Maximum Law, because if we sell him too much, people are going to come after him. Oh, we got this glaring orc here. Transport missions and nanny services. And she can fry up a mean batch of lumpia. What the hell's lumpia? I want some of that. Filipino spring rolls. Crispy and delicious. It's full of pork and whatever pork-flavored substitute is on sale. Oh, okay. It's Filipino spring rolls. That's what lumpia is. No more bringing my baby into combat situations. Alright. We're done talking to Cherry. Oh, I love it how it changes her name from just some orc to Rosario. That's a nice little detail. If you don't know the person's name and you haven't talked to them. Alright, first things first, let's get our pay. Dr. Shen Yang. These two guys hate each other. So we got a little bit to say to our friend Relatable Matthew over here. And I bet you Crafty Zoo's found out something by now. It's been about 2 days. Alright, we got our money from there. Let's go see Crafty Zoo. There's no need to talk to Jin. Not right now. Well, Crafty Zoo, she's moved a few feet, so that's progress. Let's get some of our upgrades. So if the range is greater than 6 tiles, it may hit adjacent targets. Alright, mounted saw blade arm. Shuriken, those are really nice. And sometimes he can't expend a double move, but this will allow him to use one move, get to cover. This saliva doesn't have an effect on robotic enemies. But, okay, the max range on that is 10. What's the range on this? 10. Okay, so they both got the same exact range and cooldown. But either way, he gets a ranged attack of some sort. "12 HP, 1 AP. But this one ignores all of the armor, this one doesn't ignore armor, and some enemies are pretty heavily armored. And I want all of my melee units to have the option of undermining the enemy's armor heavily. I enjoy the thought of that. Lethal force, 100%. Subdue is cool, but we can be patient with that. Steady shot increases accuracy by 30%. But it takes both of our AP. Espionage. Okay, so we can reduce the armor by 1. And marking target, while it is difficult for her to pull off right now, you can see that her next level up increases her decking, so it gets better. Gobbets. Yeah, I'm gonna have her be a spiritualist. Rather than just destroying them, I'm gonna control them. And we'll just use her in more specific situations and swap her out. Just like the rest of our teammates. Specialize them. Ah, so people are having omens. I'm gonna thank her for doing this work. Okay, so I'm gonna try and cut this part here. Since there is quite a bit of dialogue to go through, I'll label the next part as a Heoi dialogue, so people know. But I included these last bits, well, with Crafty Zoo because it's part of the story, and I wouldn't want people to miss that. But thank you all for watching. Appreciate you all. Get ready for the next episode to come soon today. Or tomorrow.